even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Right side. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Stepping up now, Jason Kipnis. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Ball even at 2-2. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it here 2-0. Tyler Olson will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 49.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Daniel Palka. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Olson, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 7th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Martin will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Next to Chicago.
Stepping in, Leody Garcia. It was a walk in his last trip.
Garcia.
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Lindor. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order. So stepping in, Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Leonis Martin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Popped him up. Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1. Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow. He was a ground out victim last time up. Changeup called strike 1. And it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
1-2 now. One out, nobody on. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Will Bryant. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Abreu. And this is taken to the bag for the out, and it's over. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
I'm a mess, I'm a horror, but I've been blessed kinda sorta. Every bar brick and mortar. Can't sing, but I'm known for finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White.